Hey people, it's time to take a break now. It's a very long journey. Let's take a break and discover our home base. Home, sweet home, Earth. Let's meet Earth inside personally.
Hello, kiddos. It's your Mother Earth waving from the other side. On your trip to know your home, I am your next destination, your very own Mother Earth. So, shall we begin the journey to know your own home? Ta-da! Welcome aboard, guys. The blue speck in the space which holds the past, present, and future of your very existence. So why not let's come and find out why all of us and all of this is here, why this planet is our home. So the journey started approximately 4.5 billion years ago. Our planet Earth was formed from the particles left over from the creation of sun. Gravity drew these particles together to form pebbles, which then formed boulders and eventually the Earth. Well, you can say that gravity was the driver that drove Earth from a cloud of dust to the blue planet it is today. Radiation from the recent supernova kept the Earth extremely hot. It was so hot that it looked like more hell and not home. So, since the temperature was so high, this planet was basically a boiling ball of liquid rock. It got so hot that the heavier object sank down and the lighter came up, and some even evaporated. So this whole transformation of coming up, going down, and evaporating formed the core, mantle, crust, atmosphere, and even the magnetic field. So now it's time to meet my twin. He is slightly younger than me. So moon was formed from what is called the big splash. A planet equally mass as Mars just came and collided with Earth, which created a disk of debris, and eventually gravity collected these rocks to form moon. The moon was when the moon was formed, it was so close to Earth, like almost 4 times than it is now. It was almost 14,000 miles away. So, due to this closeness, the gravity got so overwhelmed that it created huge tides. Hence, slowly and gradually over the time, moon moved away. Now, coming to water, which is the recipe of life. On its early years, Earth was bombarded with meteorites for over 20 million years. And inside those meteorites, there were crystal like structure which contained minute droplets of water, which after so many years made me the only planet in the universe with liquid water on its surface. With, of course, its unique cascading effects. Much of Earth's water is as old as its rocks, both of which having formed on its earliest years. So, every drop of water in this planet is millions and billions of years old and has traveled millions of miles to reach us. During that time, due to Earth's rapid rotation, the day only lasted for 3 hours, and hence the wind was faster than the most of the destructive hurricanes today. It was like a mega storm. Remember the meteorite shower, which brought water? Well, it also brought minerals and chemicals, which basically formed a chemical soup. And in that chemical soup, there was the single celled organism which filled the oxygen in the ocean. And these single celled organisms were the earliest form of life and also created the most essential part of life. Well, I- The islands, which now have combined to form continents, they might seem to have appeared from nowhere, but that was not the case. Due to the molten rock burst through the earth crust that rises up through the ocean in the form of volcanoes, over the time the lava cooled off, and hence that's how the islands were formed. Well, now this planet kind of resembled Mars, but life was still not possible. So, slowly over the time, the continents tore and the rocks were exposed, which absorbed the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. And we know that carbon dioxide is needed to trap sunlight. And since there was not enough CO2 in the atmosphere to absorb sunlight, the temperature began to fall. And it fell to such extent that even the sun could not rescue the planet. Well, what can I do? I was always known for my extreme nature. Hence, what followed was the Ice Age. But remember, the Earth's surface is filled with volcanoes? Well, they erupted, and that's what restored the carbon dioxide level. Hence, trapped sunlight in the atmosphere, and the ice slowly and gradually melted down. And beneath water, the life took thousand forms. But due to sun different radiations, life on ocean could not stand a chance on Earth. But we already know that we had oxygen in the atmosphere, and the sun broke down the oxygen molecules, which again combined with it. And that's how Mr. Ozone comes into the picture. And from there, the life took off. Well, there's a tiny bit of my mommy's advice. Uh, that's me. Houses a unique global ecosystem as grand as astronomical event that made them possible. So please respect it. That's it. We are open for questions.
Thank you so much, Kritika, for this wonderful information. I request all to, if they have any questions, to please write in the chat box.
Well, mass of Earth mainly consists of two particles, iron and oxygen. Well, mass of mainly consists of two particles, iron and oxygen. Yep. Well, when a solar storm comes towards Earth, some of the energy and small particles can travel down the magnetic field lines at the north and south poles. into Earth's atmosphere. This, the particle interact with gases in atmosphere, resulting in beautiful display of lights in the sky. And that's how the auroras are formed. Well, the different season occurs in Earth due to its rotation.